Hello, wonderful people of the internet. Welcome to Simply Healthy Living, the home of delicious food that is good for both you and the planet. I've been on vacation, and so I haven't posted in a little while, as you may have noticed. We traveled towards the southern part of Norway this year, the part that we call Sørlandet or South Country. It's a charming stretch of the Norwegian coast, characterized by picturesque wooden housing villages, long stretches of lovely beach and coastline, as well as some of the warmer weather you will find in Norway. Since I had a very nice trip with a lot of good food and nice places to stay, I thought I would use my travels as an inspiration video, so that you might have some tips if you want to travel around Sørlandet. None of this is paid promotion, it's all just our honest reviews and experiences. Hope it helps you find your perfect vacation in the area. On our first day, we drove out from Oslo and spent the night outside of Kragerø at Yogalåva glamping. This was a super cute glamping site run by the nicest lady ever. As you can see, the area was beautiful and spacious. We had a little tent lounge as well as this hut, which gave us plenty of space to relax. The area had nice hiking routes close by, so we had an evening walk picking a bit of blueberries and enjoying the evening sun. After our hike, we enjoyed some local bean-to-bar chocolate from the little barn shop, which features plenty of eco treats. In the morning, there was a relaxing yoga session in the barn, followed by picking eggs from the chicken coop to enjoy with your breakfast. We also bought yummy sourdough bread that was made fresh by the owner, so we enjoyed fresh bread, eggs, and homegrown herbs in the outdoor kitchen. Absolutely divine morning vibe. We both agreed that this was a really great place, worthy of a 9 out of 10 rating. And the owner even gave us 2 plants. The next day, we took the ferry out to Jomfruland outside Kragerø. This is an island with a nature reserve that is UNESCO heritage due to the unique flora and fauna. We enjoyed an afternoon walk along the rock beaches and forest. It was a bit windy, but pretty. The housing options are limited, but we had our tent, which we pitched up at Jomfruland Camping. The camping was alright, nothing special. Maybe a 5 out of 10 for a camping spot due to being a bit cramped and not having anything other than just a spot to pitch your tent. Then we had a simple dinner of turmat, a dehydrated pasta dinner made with our primus. I would give it about a 3 out of 10, so if you instead can make your own dehydrated meals, I recommend that, definitely. The next day, we continued our trip to Grimstad, a small town between Arendal and Kristiansand. It housed Henrik Ibsen while he trained as an apothecary, and also Knut Hamsun lived there for a little while. But I find the main reason to go there is the lovely chill vibe. When we arrived, we enjoyed the lovely weather by the jetty and ate shrimp sandwiches with fresh shrimp from the Fiskernes Fangstlag on the docks and bread from Bergshaven Bakery. Absolutely delicious, 10 out of 10, nothing like super fresh food in beautiful surroundings. Grimstad really was a great spot, definitely recommend a visit. We stayed at Morvigsanden Camping and it was a beautiful camping site a little bit outside of the city center. They had bicycles and kayaks for rent at very reasonable prices, beautiful surroundings, and very charming camping huts. When we were in the town center, we visited Apotekergaarden. The food was really good, but their drinks were perhaps the best. Lots of local beer and signature cocktails. Yum! After Grimstad, we drove down to Mandal, one of the southernmost parts of Norway. Here we stayed at a nice apartment hotel called Top Camp, with a wonderful beach just outside our door. The water is freezing as it faces directly into Skagerrak of the North Sea, but when we were there, the weather was so warm that it didn't really matter. The sand was super soft, which you don't see much of in the rest of Norway. We didn't have any monumental food experiences, just some Chinese takeout that was a bit too salty, but I definitely recommend staying at the Top Camp for the nice apartment and beach proximity. And now it was time to head back home. With a couple of pit stops on the way, of course. First, we stopped in Kristiansand, the largest city in the southern part of Norway. Here we had an amazing early dinner at Bønder in Byen, a restaurant focused on local produce and making good ingredients shine. And look at those salads! Absolutely lovely, and a really filling meal as well. Together with the local soda, Grimstad Brus, it was the perfect energy refill before Kristiansand Dyrepark, the largest zoo in Norway. This zoo is characterized by a focus on letting the animals behave and live in a way that suits them rather than the audience, which means that you might not always see the different animals because they're resting somewhere out of sight. I'm not usually a fan of zoos due to the risk of animal abuse, but Kristiansand Animal Park really seems to take the job of protecting the animals and their care very seriously. What do you think about such zoos? Yay or nay? After spending the afternoon looking at wondrous animals, we retired to a cute Airbnb 5 minutes car ride away. The owner was super nice, the little apartment was clean and cozy, and the price was definitely fair, so recommend that as an overnight spot. The next day we drove to Risør, a picturesque little town with a lot of original housing preserved and plenty of tourist-friendly activities, without feeling like a tourist trap. We had a hike with a view of the town and great swimming opportunities in the little lakes up in the forest. This was followed by a delightful seafood platter down by the docks. Local crab, shrimp, mussels, as well as some amazing crayfish and king crab. These kind of seafood platters are found in a lot of seaside towns in Norway, and although they are a bit pricey, I would say this one was definitely worth it. After eating our fill of lovely seafood, we continued our journey back up along the coast until we arrived outside of Kragerø again, this time at Miljøgården, which focuses on sustainable tourism. We had the apartment in the barn, and it was so nice, even though it was a bit warm due to the heat wave. It even had a bathtub. The in-house restaurant served dinner and breakfast, but here I must say the price for dinner sadly did not match the quality of the food. It was perfectly okay, but the only really good thing were the desserts, so wouldn't recommend eating there. The information and follow-up from the hotel was also a bit lacking, so we ended up giving them a 5 out of 10, where most of that 5 was the very nice apartment and a cute stray cat during dinner. We finished our couple vacation with a stay at Farrisbad, where we went for another walk, this time around the Farris Lake, which was absolutely amazing to swim in. Farrisbad is a spa hotel, and you can get a package with room, spa and food, which has good value for money, especially considering that the dinner was really good. And the breakfast was amazing. I enjoyed myself a lot. The spa is very nice too, with different rituals, pools, saunas, etc. And that was it. Our Norwegian vacation. Hope you got some inspiration for a trip of your own. Now enjoy your day and take care.